Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm back on the video. Trying to get this in my walk outside in between rain showers, so hopefully it doesn't rain on us while we have our chat here. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about some personal experience, something that culminated after months of work last week for me. Last Friday, I did the second round of my grip competition for 2025, I guess it is. Round one was in June, and then round two was last week in August here. The way this competition works is there's 3 lifts per round, and it's about how much weight you can lift using your grip. So it's very niche sport for sure. I got into it from my coach, Dr. Mike T. Nelson, but I have been focused on my grip strength for quite a long time because of obstacle course racing. And so doing grip competition and grip work and grip strength training was always part of my training, but getting into competitions was something new and a natural transition for me because I had already been doing a lot of grip work for obstacle course racing. Anyways, the way these competitions works, there's 3 lifts. It's classed by body weight. So you compete within your body weight class, and then you do your 3 lifts and you try to lift as much weight as you can for the 3 lifts. This past round 2 was the 3 lifts were a 3x4 Saxon bar. So imagine like a piece of wood that's 3 inches wide and 4 inches deep, and you have to hold on to that with your hand. I'll put some videos of the actual lifts attached here too, so you can check them out if you want. Then it was a 2-inch, what they call country crush two-handed deadlift. So it's this like a V-shaped handle with two 2-inch handles on each end, and they spin, and the handles are smooth, so it's quite challenging to hold on to. And then there was a one-handed, what they call hilt, which is like a cylinder handle that you have to pick up. Again, I'll attach some videos so you guys can see what these all look like. Anyways, personally I did really well in those lifts. I actually managed to get a 3-pound PR on the Saxon bar, and then a 9-pound PR on that hilt, that cylinder handle. And I matched my PR on the 2-handed country crush deadlift. I was very happy about my performance. I was very pleased with that. That was really just a lot of hard work and training over years and years. It's not easy to make a lot of progress on these lifts because you're lifting with these things with your such small muscles. And so any kind of gains come quite slowly with lots of training and whatnot. It can be very difficult to really see progress over time. And so I was really happy with just my performance overall. It was really good. And the other thing that happened right before that, actually the day before, was I went and got a DEXA scan. And for those of you who don't know, DEXA scans are a way to measure body composition. Traditionally they were used for assessing bone health, which is a completely different conversation, but very important. But DEXA scans not only assess the quality of your bone, how much bone mass you have, but also how much fat and lean mass you have. So it's a great way of, probably the best way that's most accessible to everyone, or most people, is to assess body composition is using DEXA scan. And for the competition, I competed in the 70 kilogram weight class. So in freedom units, that's 154 pounds or less. The day of the competition, I weighed in at 148 pounds in the morning. And the day before I had my body comp done, the DEXA scan, I was around, I think it was 9.2, 9.3% body fat. So pretty low body fat percentage. And that also was not, that body composition is not without a lot of hard work and effort. For reference, I weighed in at 148. Over the winter, January, February time frame, my peak body weight was 160, let's say between 165 pounds. So I've been cutting down weight, just using plain old caloric restriction down to sub 150 pounds. So roughly anywhere between, let's just call it around 15 pound weight cut. And that takes some effort. And doing that while training to improve performance can be a little bit difficult, but it's not impossible. And the message that I'm trying to get across here in this video is that you can achieve performance, you can achieve a very good body composition. Not saying that anyone really needs to be 9% body fat, but you want to be 12%, 13%, 15% body fat. This is all achievable, right? By exercising with a good diet. And I'm not an influencer online. This is not my day job, right? I do all this health coaching and whatnot, content creation on the side. I have a full-time job as a software engineer. I have 2 kids that are 8 and 11. Not exactly infants, but also not exactly self-sufficient yet. Someday we'll get there. I have a wife, it's a full-time job, part-time job, and I find time, or make time, I shouldn't say I find time, I make time to train and to prioritize my own health. I saw a really good, what I consider a really good Instagram post today from someone talking to parents, saying that you have to make time to prioritize yourself so you can show up best for your family. And as a dad and a husband and a father, my number one priority is my family. But I also want to prioritize my health, right? And to make sure that my number one prioritization is my family, and that's taken care of, I need to make sure that I'm a healthy person, that I'm capable, that I can go out there and do the things that I need to do as a father, as a husband, for my family, and show up good at work so I can perform well, so I can provide for them. And I believe that your exercise, your diet, your nutrition, your sleep, it allows you to do that. And also, I have my own goals, right? I want to be able to compete in these grip competitions and do really well. I want to have a good physique. I want to have a good body composition. And I think that I want this to be, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging to anyone. And I don't want to make it sound like it's easy, because it's not easy. It's hard. It's hard as hell, to be honest with you. But I want to show that it's possible, right? You can be a dad of 2 young kids. You can have a full-time job. You can have a spouse that you care about and love and make time for. You can perform well at your job. You can have a side hustle on the side. You can have performance goals, compete in things, and you can do that and be healthy and prioritize your health. And frankly, a lot of my content that I put out these days is focused on showing people how to do that, right? Everything that I talk about, everything I write about, blog posts I write, videos I create, are all around tips, tricks, strategies, and motivation behind why you want to do these things. And it is possible to do. It's not, like I said, it's not simple, it's not easy, it's not going to happen overnight, but it takes hard, consistent work. And I'm not anyone special. I'm not genetically gifted by any means in any area, one specific area. I don't have a lot of stuff that's just handed to me or whatnot. I work really hard in all aspects of life, from my work, my side hustle, to my fitness, to my health. That all requires a lot of work. And to be a good father and a good husband, that all requires a lot of work. And I'm 40 years old, just turned 40. I'm not exactly young. I don't have the super recovery and attributes that a 20-year-old person might have anymore. That was 20 years ago, now 40s. so midlife, and so I'm right in the midst of it, right? And these are supposed to be the hardest times, the hardest years, where people really get stuck and struggle with a lot of stuff, because frankly, this time of life is just really busy. You're trying to prioritize your career, you're trying to prioritize your family, and you kind of let everything else about yourself fall to the wayside. And honestly, that's not helping any of those other goals that you have. All right, so I just want to let you know that if you're struggling, it's okay. I understand. It's hard. It is not easy, and it's really difficult. But I do the stuff that I do partly because I want to show people that it is possible, right? The reason why I became a health coach in the first place is because I want to share the knowledge that I have with other people that are going to go through the same experiences that I went through. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to share that knowledge with you. And whether you decide to sign up and work with me directly, or you just want to sign up for my newsletter and consume all the content, my goal is to enable you and provide the free knowledge for you to get to those goals and to realize that you can be healthy, you can be a good wife or husband, you can have a successful career, you can do all of that, right? It can all be possible. You don't have to make a choice to have one or the other. It's all possible to do. And so I hope this resonates with you. If you need any help or have any questions or comments or anything at all, please just feel free to reach out. You can find me anywhere. I'll leave a comment below. I'll give you my email address, and you can email me directly if you don't want to leave a comment. But if you're looking for the content that I put out, that's going to help you reach your goals, help you make this possible, the best way to do that, to consume that content, is on my newsletter. If you go to rjbhealth.coach, click on the newsletter link at the top. You'll see the link there. Just enter your email address to sign up. You'll get everything I talk about, even all the stuff that I put in work with my one-on-one clients, is all there as free information in my newsletter. So that's where the best place to keep up with it is. And if you do want that one-on-one support, you do want a more targeted approach to help you reach your goals, I do have one-on-one spots open. So please reach out. Happy to talk to you about how to work together. Or you can just go to my website again, rjbhealth.coach, click on the schedule discovery call button, and right there you can fill out that form, and we can design a custom plan to help you reach the goals that you're after. And again, it won't be simple, it won't be quick, it's not going to be easy, but with a little bit of hard work, it is possible. And I can show you exactly how. With that, I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll talk to you all next week.